G'day and welcome to the show. I'm Macca.
And I'm Ali, and we are here at the Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium taking a look at some of the amazing creatures that they have on display.
And what a great location for us all to take a little step back and check out some other amazing creatures that we discovered last season on our northern adventure.
So grab your fins and your snorkel and come along as we show you
What's up Down Under?
It's time to see this land of wonder. It's time to go and see what's up down under. What's up down under.
On today's show, we'll take you through our northern adventure.
A 1,000 kilometre journey which began in Darwin before heading south to the township of Katherine.
After a night sleeping under the stars, we checked in at Cunnaburra and eventually made our way to the historic and beautiful Home Valley Station. And Darwin is where it all started. Considered the modern city, but still carries the flavour of a Northern Territory outpost. It's all about staying cool, which is why you'll find most people near the water.
Speaking of water, Terry and Angie found a unique attraction right on the water.
Literally in the water.
So Michael suggested that we go to this place called Aquascene, and he didn't tell us anything about it, but when we arrived we thought, oh my goodness, what an incredible experience. Feeding the fish at Aquascene in Darwin is an incredible natural phenomenon that's been occurring since the 1950s.
Most days when the tide's right, you can come down the young at heart and feed these fish in their natural environment. It is amazing.
They're not the slightest bit shy.
No, that's why you fit right in.
At the right time of day, high tide, all the fish come in. There's thousands and they're big, and they come right in and you can hand feed them bread. There's kids everywhere, families. It's such a great experience for the kids to get down there and hand feed these fish.
Aquascene has an interesting history, and Mari was happy to tell us a bit more about how this great place got started.
They just got coaxed in by the gentleman that used to live here in a little humpy out the back, and he started sharing his lunch with them. And then from there, they just kept coming, and I suppose as they multiply, they bring more with them.
Aquascene is definitely for families, and I'm thinking it's a kid's paradise.
The kids love it, but the adult men, they love it.
Now, when you visit the Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium, one of the many attractions is Croc's Lair.
Probably not Terry's first choice though, as you'll see when he visits Crocosaurus Cove in Darwin.
You go through this hole and it opens up into this wonderland of crocodiles and reptiles.
Yeah, while the big monsters aren't my thing, I found this gorgeous little baby crocodile. This little guy, Fluffy, is only 16 months old, but it could still take your finger off, hence the taped mouth. Wayne from Lotus Caravans got to go croc fishing. Now, that I've never seen it before, but this tank was full of crocs. They're pretty terrifying at a metre still. There's this other fantastic experience that kids can get involved in. You can swim right beside the crocodile enclosure. It's a really incredible experience.
Angie also got a tip on how to stay safe when visiting croc-infested areas.
We always say stay right back from the water's edge and only swim in those designated areas.
It's not just a museum and look but don't touch. It is look, and if you're brave enough, swim with them. We are standing on top of 750 kilos of raw power. Wayne, from Lotus Caravans, how you feeling?
Very scary.
All right, let's go in, let's do this. Wayne from Lotus Caravans, he stepped up because he is brave. 45 mil of perspex separating us and these crocs.
To have that eye, that reptilian eye, about 2 inches away from mine, looking straight into it, was fantastic.
After the break, we take a step back in time to 1942.
Plus, we take in all the sights, sounds and colours of the Mindil Beach Sunset Market.
What's up down under?
Not many people know it, but Katherine was actually bombed several times during World War II.
Well, I didn't learn about that in school, but I certainly learnt about what happened in Darwin.
Well, Terry and Ange went to a really special place in Darwin that honoured the sacrifices made there and walked away with a very healthy respect for people from that era. The Defence of Darwin experience engages you with historical photos and displays, along with actual weaponry used during the bombing raids of 1942.
John Moyle was a soldier during the war and now volunteers at the centre. Terry caught up with him at one of the memorials honouring lives lost.
It really is quite sobering to see the industry of war. Everywhere you turn here in the museum, there are artefacts, machinery, equipment, reminding us of the scale and devastation of war itself. John here, a World War II veteran, has shown me this memorial, which really signifies the human toll of war. This is pretty significant here, John.
Yeah, there's a lot of history about this. It represents all the people who lost their lives looking after the top end of Australia.
And for all of them, we can be very grateful.
Well, it covers civilians and so on and so on. United States Navy, the whole lot. And it tells you the story.
Inside, there are numerous interactive displays which leave you with knowledge and respect for the sacrifices made here on Australian soil. You know, Terry, after being at the museum, when you look out at this ocean and think of the men and women that fought for this country, it makes you really proud, doesn't it?
Yeah, spot on. I tell you, without their efforts, things could be a whole lot different.
That's for sure.
During the dry season, on Thursdays and Sundays, the Mindil Beach Sunset Market is the place to be. Michael Caton was there, along with arts, crafts, food and whips.
When you're at the Mindil Beach Market, you must come and meet Mick from Mick's Whips.
It's a beer can hat. There's 8 cans to make that hat.
I love it. This is an occupational hazard of living in Darwin. It's hot and you're going to have a few to drink. There's only so much you can do with the leftovers. You, my man, are bringing a new meaning to the words nice cans. Good on you. How can you beat the weather, hey?
You can't.
We all gravitated to different displays, and Michael Caton even had a go at dot painting.
It's got 3 photographs of Darwin inside.
Wow, that looks like a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and if you want to have a lot of fun and check out the Northern Territory in style, have a look at what Angie's got. It's the tribute slide out from Paramount Caravans.
The illustrious reputation of Paramount Caravans is built on their pursuit for quality and excellence. And that is exactly what you're going to find with the tribute slide out. Considered by Paramount to be the pinnacle of their range, the Tribute Slide Out offers a spacious and luxurious interior that features 22-inch and 32-inch TVs, Ibis roof aircon, a Thetford 184-litre fridge, a 4-kilogram front-loader washer from Kamek, as well as tons of storage space for all your bits and pieces. The Tribute Slide Out also comes equipped with a stylish bathroom with a toilet and shower and a state-of-the-art kitchen. So if you're going to head off the grid, you'll be doing it in style. On the outside, the Slide Out sports a Kamek crim-safe door, a Dometic roll-out awning and that checker plating which is the classic Paramount look. And for all you serious caravanners out there, the Paramount Tribute Slide Out comes with an Alco ESC or DSC braking system to ensure total peace of mind while you're travelling from A to B on your very own adventure. For more information about the fantastic Tribute Slide Out from Paramount, head to paramountcaravans.com.au. Paramount Caravans, where the pursuit of quality and excellence is paramount.
Coming up after the break, Angie and Terry say goodbye to Darwin.
And I say hello, Katherine.
What's up,
There's literally thousands of accessories out there today for your caravans and RVs, and the best place to find them all under one roof is at your local Chemex store or stockist. Chemex are renowned all over the country for their outstanding quality of products, and the Trailer Valet XL is no exception to that. As the toughest and most compact trailer dolly on the market, the Trailer Valet XL can move trailers weighing up to 4,500 kilos just with its crank handle. The Trailer Valet XL features Chemex's patented ball attachment mechanism for speedy attachment and excellent manoeuvrability to put an end to blindly lining up your car and caravan for good. If you want to go further in your caravan or RV, just get yourself into your local Chemex store or log on to chemex.com. Our friends at Jayco want to give you the chance to win your own piece of freedom with the Jayco Hawk Outback camper trailer. That's right, it's another competition. This bad boy behind me is worth over $26,000 and it can be yours. There's 10 runner-up prizes from our mates at Discovery Holiday Parks as well, and you can enter every day. If you want to enter the Let's Go Jayco competition, go to whatsupdownunder.com.au. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's go Jayco! I joined up with Angie and Terry when they found me at the Bachelor Butterfly Farm, and we continued south. As we drove, the landscape changed, and right before sunset, we entered the township of Katherine.
I've been to Katherine several times in the past, and for whatever reason, never spent a lot of time there. Was always on my way to somewhere or from somewhere, and it was just a place that I've driven through. To have the opportunity to stop there and have a look around has completely opened my eyes to that regional town.
Katherine is rich in history and culture, where you can immerse yourself at the Godingman Ejard Rivers and Arts Culture Centre. Visit the O'Keefe House, which is one of the very few structures that survived the World War II era. At the Katherine Museum, you'll find some amazing aeronautical exhibits, and of course, the Visitors Information Centre is a great resource to help plan your stay.
Faye Miller, the Mayor of Katherine, took us to one of her favourite little gems. Free to the public, these natural hot springs are right in the centre of town.
These hot springs in Katherine are amazing. The water is tepid, it's beautiful, it's running, it's crystal clear, there's green surrounds, and it's free to the public.
This is beautiful.
Oh, it's magnificent.
Yeah.
No time to dilly-dally though. You need to explore.
Oh, okay.
There's this creek that's crystal clear water of the best temperature. You won't get me in cold water. It affects different parts of my body in very, very negative ways.
Ali, the Mayor also took us to see a stockman breaking some horses. We learned about local Indigenous culture, and we went out for a camp oven feast.
Oh, well, I'm really jealous now. Let's take a look and see what I missed.
Tom Curtin runs the Katherine Outback Experience, and he's the real deal.
Tom started off explaining the process and literally broke in a horse during the course of the demonstration.
As I'm running it around though, I'm just looking at its ears, its eyes, its nose.
Seeing this wild animal learn to trust its new master was a remarkable experience, and one that you will have to put on your bucket list when visiting Katherine.
We've got a little bit of a canter there. That's really good.
The demonstration continued by showing us how important cattle dogs are to the industry. Tom even demonstrated how the jackaroos keep themselves entertained when there's no TV around to watch What's Up Down Under.
It's gonna be a while before sunrise. Moving in the swags, campers come alive.
I really enjoyed watching the working dogs trained to herd livestock. We started on some goats, and then it was my chance to show some of my hidden talents.
Come on, Macca! I'll blow the thong.
To meet some real jackaroos and get up close and personal with some amazing animals, the Katherine Outback Experience is what you need to do. You may even make some new friends. We certainly did.
We went to Top Dig Experience, and
I'd been saying to Terry, I just really want to meet someone who can tell me about Aboriginal culture.
We met Alex and Patrina Ariston, who created the Top Dig experience in early 2000, a unique place that is home to the Katherine Art Gallery, where local Aboriginal artists can display their work and offer it to the public.
I saw a few pieces that caught my eye and one little cutie that stole my heart.
Watch how she holds it there.
Yeah.
It's clever, isn't it?
We were introduced to Manuel, who shared his story and taught us the significance of dot painting and why art is such an important part of his cultural expression.
And the white is clay, mud, and the black charcoal.
To sit down on the ground there and do the paintings, I think we actually got quite immersed in this process that's, for Manuel, a spiritual process, and maybe we just got a little bit of a touch of it that day there with him. You know, it was hard to describe.
We moved on to fire making, but someone forgot to bring the matches. I started the fire, Terry went next, and then I think it was Macca that finished it off. We lit a fire with 2 sticks.
And once we knew how to make fire, we needed something to cook. But this was not your normal trip to the grocery store.
Good effort.
Hey, I got an idea.
You got ready?
Why don't we go and get some KFC?
No, I don't need KFC.
Well, Manuel has taught us how to paint, how to light a fire, and how to catch and kill our own dinner.
The only thing left for us to do is head next door to Marxie's for some Camp Tucker. It's going to be great. Stick around.
Yeah. We're about to hit the road and sleep under the stars.
It's right, guys, and from here on in, we're going to have to start fending for ourselves.
Who better to teach us how to cook our own bush tucker than Marxie himself?
Marxie.
Ready for a night under the stars, guys, and a real good Camp Tucker meal?
Sure thing.
Betcha.
Fantastic.
Just next door, Jeff Marxie Mark was preparing a special evening meal, and little did we know, we were in for a treat.
He's fused Aboriginal food and Aboriginal ingredients with Western food, and the experience was amazing, but it's his storytelling and his irreverent Aussie nature which adds to the night.
Barking champion of Katherine.
We continued experiencing a variety of Indigenous flavours and then had a go at making bush billy tea.
Terry and I went first, and being the man from the bush, we expected Macca to show us up.
It was a magical evening and we can't thank Marxie enough. A special thanks goes out to Mayor Faye Miller and her staff for welcoming us to the township of Katherine and showing us it truly is a destination to put on your bucket list.
A tough job, Ali, but someone had to do it.
Well, speaking of tough, Macca, you and Angie would have been fine sleeping under the stars. But Terry Rogers, I can't wait to see this.
If you want an RV that can go anywhere your vehicle can go, you want a North Star slide-on. This hard shell model comes with a 5-year structural warranty, full-size shower and toilet, and 6 foot 6 inches of clearance from floor to ceiling. To see the full video on this North Star hard shell slide-on, just go to northstarcampers.net.au. The next industry show is the Border Caravan and Camping Expo, August 12th to the 14th at the Wodonga Racecourse. You'll find out all about it by logging on to borderexpo.com.au. The final 2 industry shows this year are Melbourne Leisure Fest, October 6th to 9th, and the Bendigo Caravan Camping Leisure Fest, November 18 to 20. It's not a real show in Victoria unless it's brought to you by Caravan Industry Association of Victoria. Explore Australia in style with Safari Caravans and the Safari 226 slider. Safari Caravans are dedicated to creating quality and reliable caravans, and the 226 slider is no exception. For more details on the luxurious Safari 226 slider, head to safaricaravans.com.au to watch our full-length video. I said it before the break, Terry Rogers sleeping under the stars. No hairdryers, no moisturiser, just a swag and the Outback.
Roll that footage.
After leading the convoy through some spectacular country, we reached our campsite and the crew sprung into action.
Nothing here, mate. I'm all that side.
More, a little bit more.
Angie jumped in and set up the cub camper with ease. And Wayne, well, he just provided the luxury with the Lotus Trooper.
For our nice dinner tonight. The weather.
The swags were ready to go for our executive producer. And I showed everyone how easy the Jono's camper trailer was to turn into a home away from home.
We're good to go.
The campsite was complete and we were in the middle of nowhere. As usual, I took over the cooking whilst everyone else relaxed with a cool beverage. We had a great evening sharing stories, playing music and reflecting on the journey so far. I couldn't thank Macca enough for sharing his part of the world with us.
You kind of get the sense that Macca lives here, or he's just closer to the earth than we are in some ways, and it's cool to have him there. He knows things, he sees things differently, and to have him here, it's cool.
Well, Ali, that was the first half of our northern adventure, and what better place to show it from than the Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium?
Do you know, Macca, I just love what Terry said about you. I think he's got a bit of a man crush.
Oh, well, he's only human, isn't he?
I'm not sure I follow, but I can't wait to see what you guys get up to in the next episode.
Well, on the next episode, we'll be heading to Kununurra, so why don't you join us while we show you what's up Down Under.
What's up Down Under?